When I did this in Excel, there was some weird things that weren't working, so I had to do this in Google Sheets. Also on this commission table in Excel, these were formulas and that could have caused a problem, but I basically gave up on Excel in favor of Google Sheets. So this is how I would create the vlookup. You always start with the equal sign, then vlookup, open parenthesis. And you want to look up whatever's in here. So there's nothing in there, so let me go ahead and put something in there. I'll put something in there in a bit. So it's going to be F2, and then, so that's where you want to start off with, the thing you want to look up. And then you want to put in the table. So to get, this is the table over here, so I'm going to start with L3 and then drag to N10. And then before I hit enter, I want to make sure that these remain here, the absolute value. So I can hit F4 and then I'll put dollar signs in it to make it the absolute value so it never changes when I drag the formula down. And I'll drag it down and show you later. Next thing, I want to put a comma, and I want the answer to return, I want it to be this third column here. So I will put a 3 over here. And then I close my parentheses and hit enter. Okay. So let's say this commission amount is actually 25,000. And I hit enter, it'll put in the correct commission amount or commission rate. And then you want to take this formula and drag it down to all these other cells. So the way you do that is you click on this little blue square, click, hold, and drag it down. I'm just going to drag down a couple. And then here you can start putting in your okay. And then I'll just do one more. Let's do 60,000. Enter. And then I have to drag down that formula. And then you'll notice that everything changes. The F6 changes, but the table doesn't change, and that's because I put in those dollar signs. So if I click on each one, if you look at what what changes, you'll see the absolute value remains the same because those are the ones with the dollar signs.